Why does that matter to you to be a minimalist?
Yeah, being a minimalist solves a lot of problems for me personally. It pretty much just reshifts the focus, lets me prioritize and only do things that matter to me, and place everything within a spectrum of value that it brings me. Um, just helps me make more, just better decisions. Yeah, it solves a lot of problems in my life.
Yeah. Yeah, I find that one of the biggest benefits I get of being outdoors is the perspective that it creates. And it's really just like the ability to step away from technology, step away from the noise of work or home or friends, family, anyone that needs, different things or just all those roles that you carry with you. And so when you step outdoors, to me, the easiest way to sum it up is it just allows you for a totally different perspective shift. I feel like what you're creating though with like your very conscious lifestyle like that is to not just experience that outdoors, right? Like in some ways by you being able to strip back the things and the noise around you, I imagine I just kind of have this vision, Craig, and tell me if I'm wrong, of you just like living this super zen life all the time.
Yeah, I have a lot of freedom. I've worked really hard to just have maximum amount of freedom, and yeah, I'm pretty chill. Yeah, I barely work when I'm at home, so I just relax, and then pretty much only work when I travel these days, and I try to do so on my own terms. So it's good.
Yeah. Do you obviously you've worked hard though. I mean, you just mentioned that. Do you ever get bothered when people like just comment that like you have the best life, you live the dream life or things like that where you're just like, no, like I've worked my butt off to get here.
Yeah, if I saw that, maybe. If we only get bothered by feedback from people if we believe it. So I don't know if it would bother me. I don't think it's a problem, but yeah, and honestly, I just try to not pay attention to comments or look at them at all.
Really? It's just like no response to comments. You do your thing. People
Yeah,
are
I would say view count and watch time is the best form of feedback that I want to receive and pay attention to. And it's higher value feedback content if you get a comment from someone, or even more like an email or something like that. Like it's just a bigger, denser, more information filled version of feedback, and it doesn't bring me much value. So just try to tune it out.
yeah. What do you think like pushed you to like how was there like a journey involved for you to go from or have you just always been able to stay very minimalist in your approach or very have you always been good at like cutting out the noise? Or is that something that you figured out and how did you go about doing that?
No, it took a lot of time. I've been doing YouTube for 10 years now, pretty much, and filmmaking in general for over that. And yeah, YouTube comments and just feedback and the whole, trying to make content that is expected of you or you think will do better rather than what you want to do. It goes back and forth, doing something that you want to do versus what's expected of you. And I've gained more confidence over the years to be where I am right now. I don't recommend anyone starting out to mimic my style of how I interact with my community, the content I create, and even the manner in which, I produce these videos. So, you're looking at over 10 years worth of work to this point. So, and it bothered me, everything was, I was a dumb kid back then, I'm like 32 right now. So I'm probably older than most people think. So it's
Yeah.
been a wild ride.
I turned 32 on Sunday, so we share that in common.